All right, guys. Welcome to session 3, oxyfuel cutting. All right, session 3 objectives. You're going to explain how to perform various oxyfuel cutting procedures. Identify the appearance of both good and inferior cuts, their causes, explain how to cut both thick and thin steel, how to bevel, wash, and gouge, and how to make straight and bevel cuts with a portable oxyfuel cutting machine. Perform its tasks, cut shapes from various thicknesses of steel, perform washing and gouging, use a track burner to cut straight lines and bevels. All right. Preparation for oxyfuel cutting. Properly lay out and mark the cut. Prepare the metal surface. Position the work for comfort and access. Ensure the chosen cutting tip matches the thickness of material and type of cut and the fuel gas in use. Ignite the torch. All right, inspection of the cut. So as you can see, this figure here is actually in your book as well, but it shows the direction of travel and a few different issues that we run into with cutting. Some of these issues are also caused by a dirty or unclean tip. So it's not just your skills. Sometimes it's the quality of equipment. And cutting problems can often be diagnosed with visual inspection. It's also quite the same with welding issues as well. Okay, cutting thin steel. One trick for cutting thin steel is to kind of lay your torch over, as you can see in the side view there, 15 to 20 degree angle from the horizontal. What this does is, if we remember a little bit of geometry, this actually creates a thicker piece of material. As you see, the dashed blue line now goes through what's much thicker than if that torch was just vertical there. And then you're going to move at a much faster pace. Okay, here's just a little illustration of kind of the angles that the torch should be at as you're cutting. We will go through this, and I will demonstrate how to perform the cut. You guys will all get a chance to do that. Okay, piercing a plate. This gives you a decent idea of what to do, but you're going to preheat. And then as you get ready to pierce through, as you see there in step 4, you kind of pull the torch back at an angle and push the cut lever and plunge into the plate kind of in one motion. It's hard to explain. The diagram doesn't do it justice, but I will demonstrate it for you in class. Okay, cutting bevels. You can cut a bevel on a workpiece. It can be difficult to freehand cut, but angle iron, guide, or a similar straight edge makes the task easier. Okay, washing. Washing is made easier with specialized tips that reduce the velocity of the oxygen stream and prevent the flame from cutting into the base metal itself. Okay, these are similar to scarfing tips. We'll use these when we start doing our test plates, and you guys will all get a chance to use one. Okay, gouging. You're also going to use a similar tip, and this would be just to cut weld material out. It's a way to just burn out an old weld and clean up an area and re-weld it if there's a crack or a discontinuity in the weld. Okay, track burner. Portable, adjustable oxyfuel track burners are a convenient way for operators to make consistent and accurate straight cuts. And you've got you can have multiple pieces of the track and run that burner for as long a distance as you need. Okay, here's a few of the trade terms. You guys can review these. There's also the trade term test that you can take, and you'll have to match these up just to make sure that you know what we're talking about. And these are all the trade terms for Chapter 2. You guys need to review the 3 videos or PowerPoints, complete the trade terms quiz, complete the chapter quiz that's all online. Remember, you have 10 tries for both of those to get the highest score. And we will have a Kahoot prior to the test as well.